Do you believe this? Once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change along with it. This is a quote from Steve Maraboli. Do you believe that? Well, I'm going to tell you a story today of a client where this has become patently obvious in her life. Interested? Could this be you? Could this be your story? Keep watching. So picture this. She's basically been an accountant her entire career and joins up on the Morpheus Genius Experience program because her entrepreneurial partner had already sort of aligned and was thinking it might be useful for them in terms of their business and in terms of them working together. So here comes this accountant. And of course, don't we all have preconceived ideas of what is an accountant? Introverted, detailed, not necessarily people on stage. But here's the interesting thing. Let's challenge that stereotype today. So when she joined up, we did what we call an architecture session right up front, where we had a look at what are some of the characteristics of who she is. We got her Strengths Finder results in, we looked at values, we looked at all these sorts of things. And one of the things that became patently obvious is there were certain parts of her life, of her wiring, of her essence that had been put on hold. And what we proceeded to then do was we started to explore that. We started to play with that. And for example, she's a communicator. She loves talking. She's great with words. She loves putting thoughts into words. And this was being a little bit stifled. But even more so, she's a relator. She's somebody who loves deep and consistent, real relationships. There were a few other things as well, but I'm just going to focus on those two. And as the year progressed, we saw an incredible unfolding as the mindset shifted from the sort of traditional accounting mindset and get it done mindset, which is still there because that's definitely part of her makeup, but to exploring a whole lot of things around communication. And it was the mindset change that resulted in a whole lot of things. Let me explain one or two. She came on the Who Am I bootcamp and she did a very dramatic introduction of herself. We got everybody to do it, but some people sat and did it in their chairs or stood and did it at their seats. She came to the front and she gave this beautiful, dramatic introduction to who she was. And it was just fantastic and everybody loved it. And I think everybody loved her. Another example is she rekindled a whole bunch of friendships and developed new ones as well, and started to shift her mindsets around what is and isn't a friendship, and how do we work with that, and had new mindsets about that, which are already paying fruit in terms of new relationships that have developed and old relationships that have deepened or been rekindled. And then one of the most exciting things of all, she joined a drama group to practice drama together and absolutely loved it from the very beginning, and rediscovered some things about herself that had maybe been lost in the years of adolescence. And then most recently took up kickboxing. This is the fruit of a changed mindset. When the mindset changes, everything else follows. What mindsets are holding you back? What mindsets are getting in the way of your growth, of you becoming the fullness of who you really, really are? Now, you might not want to do drama or kickboxing, but I bet you there's something of you that is deeply held inside of you that wants a little bit more attention, that wants a mindset change for that piece to be celebrated or enjoyed. And the joy that I see with this client could be yours. What are you going to do about that?